Okay, so right now we're going to talk about using the elimination method in 3 variables. So I already showed you how to do this in 2 variables. If you don't know, go watch the video on how to do this in 2 variables. So what will it take to eliminate in 3 variables? Well, that would mean that we would have to do the elimination method 3 times. What do I mean by that? Look at this system of equations. What can we eliminate? Well, let's say I want to eliminate z, right? Well, that means I will have x and y left. Well, that means I will also have to eliminate y later on. So once I get into the system of 2 equations, we'll know how to solve that. So let's do this. Let's eliminate z. So first, I'm going to choose 2 equations. I'm going to choose equation 1 and equation 2. And to eliminate z, I need to make this term the same as this term, or nearly the same, right? It's going to be negative 3z. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply equation 1 by 3. So I'm going to have something like this. 3x plus 2y minus z, everything is times 3, equals 1 times 3. So this is 9x plus 6y minus 3z equals 3. And of course over here I have x minus y and plus 3z. So when I add them up, so my next step, remember my first step, the steps are still the same as in the previous video, right? Choose the equations you do, multiply one of the equations or both by a number so you can eliminate z, and then go ahead and do that. So now that we have this, we can do our step 2. We can add up the equations. So this is going to be my step 2, add equations. Okay, so I've got 9x plus x plus 6y minus y minus 3z plus 3z, and of course 3 plus minus 1. So I'm going to end up with 10x plus 5y equals 2. Well, this is wonderful, right? We eliminated z, but if we want to solve this, we need another equation. We need another equation, which means we're going to do exactly the same thing, but choose different 2 equations to eliminate z one more time. So for my next step, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to eliminate z. Yes, again. But this time, I'm going to choose equation 1 and equation 3. So I'm going to choose equation 1. So I'm choosing different equations. So what did I have? I had 3x plus 2y. So this time I've got 3x plus 2y minus z equals 1. We already seen this one. And this one we haven't worked with yet. 2x plus 3y minus 2z. Right? So once again, I'm eliminating z. So in this case, I'm gonna take equation 1 and multiply it by 2. Alright, so I'm going to end up with 6x plus 4y minus 2z equals 2. And I'm leaving my equation 3 the same in this case, because that's why I selected my equations this way. So you can see that I have exactly the same number, negative 2z and negative 2z, when it's exactly the same and not the opposite sign the same, right? That means I need to subtract. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do equation 1 minus equation 2. But you can also do equation 2 minus equation 1. It does not matter. So I'm going to have 6x minus 2x plus 4y minus 3y minus 2z minus 2z, 2 minus 4. Okay, so when you see this, well, 6x minus 2x, right, this is just plus 2x. So this one's going to be 8x. 4y minus 3y is just y, plus y. Z's happily kill each other, and over here I have negative 2. And this is my second equation. So now I'm ready to actually finally solve it for one final time. I can do elimination one last time. And this time I'm going to use this equation and this one, the ones that I got when I eliminated z. So now I have a system of two equations, and I can use elimination one last time. It's quite obvious what I need to do. I need to go ahead and multiply this equation by 5. So that I can eliminate 5y. So what I'm going to have is 10x plus 5y. And I'm doing them different colors because I got them through different combinations of equations, right? Remember? The turquoise was the first equations 1 and 2 I did, right? And the green one is the one equations 1 and 3. Okay, so 8 times 5 is 40. Plus 5y equals negative 10. Okay, and once again I am subtracting. I'm going to go ahead and, why not, I'm going to subtract equation 2 from equation 1. No big deal. So 10x minus 40x plus 5y minus 5y equals 2 minus 10. So I end up with negative 30x equals 12. So now to look for 12, I just divide both sides by 30. So x is negative 12/30. Yeah, I got a fraction. That's unpleasant, but hey, that's life. Fractions have a right to exist. I can and should simplify this. This is negative 2/5. Okay? And from there on, I can go ahead and plug this back into the equation for into one of these equations to find y, and then I can plug it back into one of the equations to get z that I started with. It's all like that. One thing that Buzz does in this particular case, it never actually makes you choose which equations you are using to eliminate z. Generally, when you're faced with a question like this in Buzz, it straight up tells you, take equation 1 and equation 2, multiply it by 3 to eliminate z. So when you read the instructions, you have to read the instructions carefully when you're given a problem like this. It will not actually make you choose which equations you're doing. It will literally tell you what to do, and this is what you're going to be doing. So in some ways, it's actually a lot easier than what I just showed you, because you don't have to choose your own equations. It kind of pre-chooses it for you a little bit. So I hope that helps, and good luck.